morning, children. In today's session, we are going to continue with Unit 18, Muscular Tissue and Nervous Tissue. Let us start with muscular tissue. Muscular tissue are made up of muscle cells. Muscular tissues are made up of muscle cells and form the major part of contractile tissue. They are composed of numerous myofibrils. So here you can see numerous myofibrils are present. Each muscle is made up of many long cylindrical fibers arranged parallel to one another. Here you can see numerous myofibrils are arranged parallel to one another is made up of long cylindrical fibers. They are made up of long cylindrical fibers arranged parallel to one another. According to their structure, location and functions, there are three main types of muscles. One is cardiac muscles, skeletal muscles and the smooth muscles. So what are the three types of muscles based on their structure, location and function? We have cardiac muscles, skeletal muscles and the smooth muscles are the three types of muscular tissues. This skeletal muscles are otherwise called as striated muscles. Skeletal muscles are otherwise called as striated muscles and they are made up of elongated cells. They are elongated cells with multinucleate structures. Multinucleated cells will be there and they are voluntary in functions. Cardiac muscles are formed of striated muscles. They are formed of striated muscles and there are branched cells. Here you can see the branched cells. 1 to 3 central nuclei are present in each cell and they are involuntary in function. Coming to the smooth muscles, they are non-striated muscles. Smooth muscles are non-striated and they are single central cell is present. There is a single central nucleus is present and they are involuntary in functions. Now let us see in detail about skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles are attached to the bones. Skeletal muscles are attached to the bones with the help of tendons. You already have seen that muscles attached to the bones only by tendons. And they are responsible for the movements and they are called as skeletal muscles. So muscles attached to the bones are called as skeletal muscles. They work under our control and are also known as voluntary muscles. So why do we call as voluntary muscles? Because they work under our control. We can move according to our will. So we are calling them as voluntary muscles. So they are under our control. The muscle fibers are elongated, cylindrical, unbranched with alternating dark and light bands, giving them the striped and striated appearance. In this picture you can see the dark and light bands alternating with each other, giving the striped or striated like appearance. They possess many nuclei. Here you can see many nucleus. So they are called as multinucleated structure. They are multinucleated structure and they occur in the biceps and triceps of arms and undergoes rapid contraction. Is that clear, children? So the muscle fibers are elongated fibers. They are elongated fibers and they are cylindrical in nature. They are unbranched. They are unbranched with alternating dark and light bands, giving you the appearance of the striped or striated appearance. They possess many nuclei, so we call them as multinucleated structure. They occur in the biceps and triceps of arms and they undergo rapid contraction. Now, let us see about the smooth muscles. Smooth muscles are spindle shaped. What is a spindle shaped? Tapering at the both ends and bulger in the middle. It is bigger in the middle and it tapers at both the ends. So these muscles are spindle shaped with broad middle part. So they have a broad middle part and tapering at both the ends. There is a single centrally located nucleus. You can see in each cell only one nucleus are present. So we call them as uninucleate structure. These fibrils do not bear any stripes or striation. It is not just like skeletal muscles with stripes. You cannot see any stripes over these structures. So we call them as smooth muscles without any stripes or striations, and hence we call them as non-striated muscles. We call smooth muscles as non-striated muscles. They are not under the control of our will, so we call them as involuntary muscles. So what is an involuntary muscle? An involuntary muscle that controls the internal organs like the stomach and intestine, etc. So the walls of the internal organ such as the blood vessels, gastric glands, intestinal villi and urinary bladder contain this type of smooth muscles. So internal organs are made up of this smooth muscles. Now let us see about the cardiac muscles. It is a special contractile tissue present in the heart. The muscle fibers are cylindrical, branched and uninucleate in structure. So how do the muscle fiber looks like? It is cylindrical, branched and uninucleate structure. These branches join to form a network called intercalated disc. Here you can see the intercalated disc. You can see some lines like structure which joins together, which is called as intercalated disc, which are unique distinguishing features of the cardiac muscle. So this is a unique feature in the cardiac muscle. So the contraction of the heart muscle is involuntary and rhythmic. We cannot control under our will. So it is an involuntary muscle and it is in rhythmic nature. Next we will see about the nervous tissue. Nervous tissue comprises of nerve cells or neurons. They are the longest cells of the body. Neurons are the structural and functional unit of the nervous tissue. So what are the structural and functional unit of nervous tissue? Neurons. Neurons are the structural and functional unit of nervous tissue. The elongated and slender process of the neurons or the nerve fibers. Each neuron consists of a cell body. You can see the cell body. This is called the cell body, or we can call them as the cyton, with the nucleus inside and the cytoplasm surrounded by it. The dendrons are short and highly branched protoplasmic process of cyton. Here you can see the dendrons, which further branches into dendrites. The axon is a single long fiber-like process that develops from the cyton. It is a single long fiber-like process develops from the cyton and ends up with the fine terminal branches. And they end up with the fine terminal branches. They have the ability to receive stimuli from within or outside the body and send signals to different parts of the body. They can able to send and receive signals from outside and within the body. Is that clear, children? So we come to the end of today's session. Hope you understand the topic. Thank you, children.